You're tuned into the Average Joe Sports Show by there. Keep it Kilbasa Canto playing.
9:08, that was Ariana Grande featuring Iggy Azalea with Problem. Hey, we're kicking off the Average Joe Sports Show. I'm Senior Airman Kellen Carr, host of the show, but I have in the studio with me, I got Blue right here to my left. How you doing, Blue?
Have you ever went over to a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? I mean, the macaroni soggy, the peas are mushed, and the chicken, it tastes like wood.
Hey, glad to have you on this morning.
Fantastic.
We got Jay right in front of me. What's up, Jay?
What's going on, man? First of all, I want to give a big-time birthday shout-out to my man, David Jordan. Happy birthday, bro.
Hey,
all right?
Hey, Jay, you know what? I want to give a big happy birthday shout-out to you. Happy birthday, young buck. And glad to have you in here on your birthday. So,
happy birthday, Biter.
Around all these old guys.
David Jordan is you. Holy moly.
Oh, snap. Thanks for knowing me, friend. Jesus
You
Christ.
shouted yourself out.
That's what I do.
And we also got over to my right, you got Shawn Burgundy. What's up, brother?
How you doing? I just want to clear something up. We're doing the entire show on sports.
The whole show is going to be on sports.
That's never going to work. No, that's outrageous. What are you, Espen?
What's his Espen? Hey, you got the three Joes in the building, and we're going to be talking about, obviously, the latest topics going on in sports. We got to cover some NHL playoffs. We got to cover the NBA playoffs, and also some of the hot-button topics like Donald Sterling. We also got Steve Kerr was hired by the Golden State Warriors. Michael Sam's, and much more. You got to stick around for all of that, folks. And also, if you want to chime in at any point in time, all you got to do is call 225-2379. Give us your opinion, and we can actually get you some free food, courtesy of the Code Exchange Food Court, just for letting us know how you feel about the topics that we're covering. So we're going to go ahead and get back into the music. We'll have your weather and yen rate coming up, and also our first round where we talk about the NBA and NHL playoffs. But here's some music for you. Here's the Muse with Uprising. Eagle 810, who's this?
Hey, this is Sergeant Whiting, Dakota Command Post. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm doing awesome.
You got a question?
All right. I want to give a shout-out to the world's greatest command post and TACAV in the world, 374th Airlift Wing Command Post.
All right.
Air power from the ground up. Booyah!
Hey, who's y'all's favorite radio station, though?
AFN 810, The Eagle.
Eagle 810.
Boy! 9:17. We're back here in the Eagle 810 studio. I'm Senior Airman Kellen Carr, host of the Average Joe Sports Show, and it's time to jump right into it. I got my three Joes in the building. I got Blue, got Jay, and we got Shawn Burgundy. And now let's talk real quickly about the NHL playoffs. Now, Montreal, they beat Boston 4-3. New York Rangers actually beat Pittsburgh 4-3, and Chicago defeated Minnesota 4-2. And it's still Anaheim versus the Los Angeles Kings, and it's going on. They're tied at 3. So we'll have Montreal versus the Rangers in the next round, and then the Chicago Blackhawks versus the winner of Anaheim and LA. And how you guys see that playing out? And Jay, I know your Penguins got bounced out of there.
Don't talk to me like that. All right, first and foremost. It's rough, man. It's rough. I don't even want to talk right now. Shawn, it's still hurting my feelings right now.
I see the Kings as being pretty good at comeback. I mean, they were down 3-0 against San Jose, so they pushed it to a Game 7 with Anaheim. I think even though they're going back into Anaheim, LA Kings are probably going to win that series. Chicago's getting some extra rest while they're waiting on that to happen. I see Chicago taking the West, and I don't see a bad outcome for the Rangers or the Canadiens, but if I had to pick a team, the team I'm going for out of the East would be the Rangers. I'd like to see that. Either way, I'd like to see an Original Six final cup again.
All right, good input right there. And Jay, you ready to talk now? Or you still over there looking, bumpy faced?
Yeah, I know.
It's your birthday. You need to be smiling. It's Friday.
It still hurts. It still stings. No. I mean, between the Canadiens and the Rangers, I'm actually going to pick the Canadiens. All right, I think they have a much better offense than the Rangers. And you know what? I feel like, the first 3 games against the Penguins, the Rangers didn't really play that well for me, so I'm going to just go ahead and pick Montreal. I got the Kings, and I actually got the Blackhawks over the Kings, so I believe it's going to be the Blackhawks and the Canadiens in the Stanley Cup final.
Okay. All right. Respectable. What do you think, Shawn Burgundy?
You sure you're not just picking the Canadiens because you're still salty?
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm completely biased now. That's over now.
Like
Water under the bridge, bro.
It seems like he's a little salty. I think it's going to be New York, and then I think Chicago is going to get that. I think Chicago's going to win the cup this year.
You think Chicago's
going to? I think they're
repeat?
They're just nasty
right.
all around.
Yeah.
Well, while we're talking about repeating, let's go ahead and jump on over to the NBA, where the Miami Heat went ahead and knocked out the Nets yesterday to go ahead and get into the 4th straight Eastern Conference NBA Eastern Conference Final. And also, the Spurs beat the Blazers to advance for the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, we did.
Shout out to them. 3rd straight year they've done that. And the Pacers are actually up 3-2 on the Wizards. They're playing right now on AFN Sports, so you can check that out. And then we got the Thunder. They're up 3-2 on the Clippers. How do you see this playing out the rest of the way? So the Heat are waiting on the winner of Indy, Washington, and the Spurs are waiting on the winner of the Clippers versus the Oklahoma City Thunder. How do you guys see that playing out?
I see the Heat going up against the Pacers. Heat's going to win that one. I see San Antonio going up against OKC. San Antonio's going to come out on top. It's going to be a rematch of the finals from last year. And this year I think Tim Duncan wants to get one more before he goes ahead and retires.
Of course he wants to get one more.
Man, right
Will
there.
he? There's a difference.
Yeah, sure he will.
We all got once. What do you think, Jay?
All right, well, Miami's pretty much a shoe-in for the finals, I think. Pacers aren't playing well at all, especially against Washington. They look like they're struggling.
But you can't say it like Washington's a slouch.
I'm not saying it like Washington's a slouch. I'm saying like the Pacers are a shell of themselves from earlier this year, which is detrimental
for the first
to
half
them.
of the season.
Right, which is detrimental to them against Miami. Miami's going to go out. The Spurs kryptonite is the Thunder. All right, so I'm actually the Thunder make it, it's a toss-up. The Clippers make it, the Spurs will get there. I'm not sure about the Thunder though. But I'm going to say the Spurs go ahead and get to the Western to the finals against the Heat, and I feel the Spurs are going to win this year, all barring on Tony Parker's hamstring, because he was injured. Remember that.
You guys are slapping fives. He's a Spurs fan. You're a Bulls fan. I understand the bitterness of the Bulls fans. All right, Burgundy, what you got, man?
I think everybody in the world knows all roads lead through Miami for the finals. There's nobody questioning that. I mean, they got a superstar team down there. That's definitely going to happen. I think the Thunder are going to get. I think they're going to take this series in 7. I think they're going to, of course, go in there and then shock the world and smash the Spurs.
Oh, smash them, he said.
Smash them.
Oh,
and
you're
then,
so wrong.
I think we're going to take it this year. We're looking good. We're looking solid. If KD and Westbrook can get on the same page, fire on all 8 cylinders, it's magic in Oklahoma City.
And for those of you listening right now, I can confirm that Shawn Burgundy is actually from Oklahoma, so he is
biased person.
There's no bandwagon to it, though. I'm saying the man. That's all Oklahoma has.
That's all we got.
That's all they have to root for. And I kind of got to agree with that. If it's the Spurs versus the Clippers, Spurs are going to win that. If it's Spurs versus the Thunder, I think it's going to be a very tough. I'm not saying the Thunder will win it all off top, but it's going to be a tough battle for them.
6 or 7 games, definitely.
Most definitely. Well, folks, stick around. We got more from the Average Joes. We got our lightning round coming up here in a moment. Also, you still have that chance to win free food. Just call in, chime in, let us know how you feel. You can even call out one of these Joes if you don't really care for their opinion. We got your weather yen rate coming up here in a moment.
Here's your weather.
All right, let's take a look outside of our Eagle 810 studio. It's currently 75 degrees. Today you can expect sunny skies with today's highs rising to the mid-70s. Tonight, clear skies. Tonight's lows are going to drop down to the lower 50s. And tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow's highs are going to be in the lower 70s with tomorrow's lows in the lower 50s. Taking a look ahead at Sunday, we got sunny skies. Sunday's highs are going to be in the mid-70s with Sunday's lows in the mid-50s. Today's exchange rate is 100 yen to the U.S. dollar, courtesy of Community Bank. 9:24, we got your Kanto Connection coming up in a bit, and also our lightning round with the Average Joes. But first, here's Disclosure featuring Sam Smith with Latch. It is now 9:33. It's time to get into our lightning round here on the Average Joe Sports Show. In our lightning round, the Joes have 10 seconds, give or take, and they have to get out their opinion rather quickly, and they're going to get buzzed off. Now, our first topic in our lightning round is Donald Sterling, the LA Clippers owner. Had some disparaging comments that he made a few weeks back. He was recorded in a private conversation. Should he be forced out as an owner? Blue, go.
The owners, they're all going to have to vote on it. And if it's a majority decision, that's kind of like by the book. So we'll have to see how that turns out.
Oh, that was quick.
Absolutely. 100% he should be voted out. We should know. But I also think by next week. Should have known already if he should have been voted out.
What do you think, Shawn Burgundy?
Honestly, beforehand, when it was just a taped conversation, I would have said no. For something you say in your private house, you should not be voted out. But then when he gets on TV talking crazy about Magic Johnson, get this buffoon out of here. Get rid of him. Let's go. Let's move on with our lives.
I completely agree with that. Private conversation it's one of those things. It's a privacy act. Yes, it's wrong that he said it, but can he really be for a private conversation? But yeah, once he did that, he's an idiot.
He is. I mean, he was an idiot either way.
Steve Kerr picked the Golden State Warriors. He's gonna be head coach there after Mark Jackson was ousted. And should he have taken the New York job with Phil Jackson, or did he do the right thing by going to Golden State? What do you think?
Golden State's already a solid team. They're a playoff team. I think it's not going to be much work for them. So it was a safer move because New York had a lot more work to go from there.
Okay. Good
Yeah,
opinion.
better move, more talent than New York right now. Closer to his family as well. So the personal life, played into basketball as well. So good move for Steve Kerr.
Yeah, I gotta say the same thing. The family played a big role in it. Plus, even Carmelo Anthony doesn't want to be a Knick. So
You know what? Where I disagree with this is the fact that do you really want to work for an organization just fired a coach who had a very successful year with the Golden State Warriors?
That's a conversation. That's another conversation.
He's done very well with them. I don't know that I'd want to work for an organization where you can have a winning record, have a great team, and you get beaten, then you're gone. I don't know that I'd want to do that. Phil Jackson would be the one I'd want to work for. New York, you can pull people there. Golden State, not so much. But, we'll see how that works out. Now, NFL rookie. Which NFL rookie do you feel like ended up in the best situation as far as the draft that happened last week? Who do you think is going to have the largest impact due to where they got drafted?
Clowney. He's siding up on the other side of J.J. Watt. That's gonna be nasty.
If it shake up Teddy Bridgewater in Minnesota, I think he's going to be an absolute. He doesn't need to be much, but he's going to be just enough for what Minnesota needs.
You're saying just having AP there?
Just having AP. All they needed was a decent quarterback, and they got one in Teddy Bridgewater.
All right.
I say Manziel made out like a bandit. Nobody wants to go to Cleveland, but I mean, he goes down there, he does anything decent, he's going to be heralded as a superstar. He doesn't even have to perform that well just to turn that team around a little bit. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what? They have a very underrated defense there in Cleveland. So if they were to do anything, Manziel's going to get all the credit, even though. Yeah, they've already they do. They have a solid D, but we'll see how that works out. Now, Michael Sam got drafted by the St. Louis Rams in the 7th round. He's getting all this publicity. They're talking about a show. Is this warranted or is it uncalled for? He's the first athlete to come out. He's a homosexual. Came out in the public before the draft even happened, and he's getting all this. Is this publicity? What do you guys think of it?
I think it's groundbreaking. So they are going to want to talk about it because he's the first gay NFL player that's open about it. But at the same time, he dropped down to the 7th round. He's the defensive player for the toughest conference in college football. Why aren't we talking about why he slipped so much to go to the 7th round?
Boom. That's a good point.
I'm not going to say unwarranted or unwanted now. We'll find out during the football season if any of this outside stuff has something to do with his play. It will mean nothing if he doesn't make the team.
Shawn Burgundy.
Yeah, I think it's a spectacle for spectacle's sake at this point. Like, he needs to go out there and perform, and then we'll see, what we do with him as far as all these extra shows and all these extra stuff goes on.
Yeah, I think Blue made the biggest point. That was the thing for me. The first thing I thought is, y'all are talking about this man being gay. I'm tripping about he was the #1 player in the SEC, defensive player in the SEC, and he went in the 7th round. He was like 20 picks away from not getting drafted at all.
Yeah, Clowney went number 1.
8 picks to be exact.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not saying he should have gone above Clowney, but
NFL's looking to change their pot policy. Right now they got Josh Gordon. He got second strike. He's out for a year if it goes down. But they're looking to lessen that, saying marijuana is not a performance-enhancing drug. Is this a good idea or a bad idea for them to change the policy?
you got states that are legalizing marijuana now, so it's one of those things where the NFL needs to come together and just figure out what they want to do with it. Are they going to say, yeah, it's not that big a deal, or they have to get on the same page?
Jay,
I don't think it's a good idea, man. I mean, you get paid millions of dollars to not smoke marijuana. I think it's the easiest thing to do is to put down the joint.
what do you think, Shawn Burgundy?
I say let them smoke, man. I mean, why not? You know,
I agree.
It's not helping them on the field.
It's not a performance enhancer, and it is being legalized in some states. So, most surprising start in baseball, good or bad? Who do you got?
The Brewers. That was the team when they got Braun back. Braun's bat. He's hitting really well. I didn't see them just coming out as strong as they did.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with hometown. I'm kind of disappointed in the Pirates right now. All right, we're not playing. I thought after last year, going to the playoffs for 22 years of missing it, we would have had a better start, but they kind of disappointed me.
All right. What do you think, Shawn
I gotta say
Burgundy?
the most surprising start for me is Tanaka, the pitcher
Yes.
for the New York
Ballin'.
Yankees. He is just ridiculous out there. He's never had a game where he doesn't pitch the majority of it. He's averaging 7 strikeouts per game. That almost 1 out of every inning this guy's giving you. So the other team's coming up with
All right.
a deficit already.
Real quickly, we got, is Tommy John surgery, is it a byproduct? There's an increasing number of pitchers having the Tommy John surgery. Do you think this is due to the pitch count that everybody puts on these kids nowadays, or is it just a byproduct of how hard these kids are throwing nowadays? Is it a byproduct or is it pitch count, just quickly?
Pitch count.
Both.
Absolutely, yes, both.
All right, and Adam Scott, he's going to surpass Tiger Woods, #1 golfer in the world, without actually even competing. Who should be the #1 golfer? Just give me a name.
Phil Mickelson.
David Jordan.
Rory McDonald.
You're an idiot. And also, chances undrafted former San Diego State running back Adam Muma. He left the NFL Combine early because he said God told him to, and he'd get drafted by the Seattle Seahawks. He said he's going to take up MMA or boxing. You think he has a chance of being a solid MMA or boxer?
Hey, time will tell.
We'll see if he gets off the canvas, man.
Yeah, get him in the ring.
Okay, and last but not least, MMA fighter George St. Pierre and WWE star Dave Bautista. They're going to star in the remake of Jean-Claude Van Damme's Kickboxer.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Will you buy it, rent it, or you're not even interested?
All three, baby.
It's got Oscar written all over
It's
it.
all three.
Won't even watch it.
Who doesn't want to see that?
All right, stick around. We're going to find out what's on the Joe's minds here in a moment, but we got more music for you. Here's Coldplay, Paradise. 9:45, that was Blur right there with Song 2. We're back here in the Eagle 810 studio. I'm Kellen, and this is the Average Joe Sports Show. Got Blue, we got Shawn, Burgundy, and Jay. Happy birthday to Jay.
Yeah.
He turned 19 today. Young
All
buck.
right. All right. All kinds of 19.
We got to talk about what's on your mind, Joes. What is on your mind? Go ahead, somebody. I'm not even going to toss
Stanley Cup repeat for the Blackhawks. That's all I'm thinking about. Chicago's always on my mind. I think they have, in the salary cap era in hockey, they normally don't build dynasty teams, but I think Chicago actually has the team that could do it. So I'd like to see them do a repeat that hasn't been done in the salary cap era yet.
All right. And
Very
what do you Jay?
Aaron Hernandez.
You took mine.
You like that?
You
Aaron
took mine.
Hernandez.
I
I'm
was
sorry. Oops. Aaron
You said you were going to
Hernandez.
talk about something else earlier.
I swear I didn't. Aaron Hernandez indicted on two more
Double
deaths.
homicide.
Double homicide in Boston. Not even including the the one he's already on trial for
You took
murdering
mine.
Odin Lloyd. You better find another one.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
No, isn't that crazy though?
It's really, I know, right?
Like, you know what kills me? Whenever I hear people, on Facebook or on social media, and they're talking about these athletes who maybe do, like when Richard Sherman had his little spout, and they're like, oh, he's a thug. No. Richard Sherman's no thug. Aaron Hernandez is a thug.
And
He's
it's
a straight gangster.
You know what I'm saying?
And even the kicker for that, a week after they said the alleged homicide, the week later, he went and signed a 5-year, $40 million deal with the New
Yeah.
England Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
A paid thug.
A
That's
pay,
what he is.
yeah, very much so. And I mean, and he's actually, there's other shootings. There's a shooting back from Florida that he's actually, allegedly
Allegedly.
involved,
He did
involved with, where he shot 2 people. They didn't die, but
Sweet
this
Jesus,
dude's
man.
been up to some
How does
really.
he have time for football practice with all these killings going on?
Man,
Hey.
my man is a straight goon, like straight goon for real. So Aaron Hernandez. Yeah, you're gonna be spending a lot of time behind bars, buddy. Could be a millionaire, multi-millionaire, but whatever.
Not anymore.
Blew that away. What do you got, Shawn Burgundy?
I know I'm way late, but I was deployed, so I didn't get the news that Olympics reinstated wrestling, and I'm super excited about it. So 2020 in Tokyo, we're going to get back on track.
Who's gonna have Rulon Gardner? Is he gonna come back or
Nah,
something?
he's too old.
Wait.
I don't know. Everybody's been out of
Lou
practice. They're
Ferrigno.
missing like 6 years. We're gonna get a fresh
Lou
new.
Ferrigno.
I'm
Lou
gonna start.
Ferrigno's
I'm gonna start
coming
training my son right now. I'm gonna go home and body slam him. Maybe he'll be ready.
you
Dolph
gonna,
Lundgren.
you gonna work him over?
Yeah, I'm gonna work him over, get him ready, get him on the mat.
Most definitely. Well, since Jay took my topic, which was good of you, I appreciate it. I want to go ahead and talk about something that happened while I wasn't here, but Mayweather went ahead and stayed undefeated. I'm a big boxing fan. I was in Thailand, so I didn't get to see the fight at all. I heard. Shut up.
It's terrible.
I heard it was.
What were you doing?
I heard it was his most challenging fight to date, and but big ups to Floyd Money Mayweather, who's making upwards of $70 million
The
after,
Money
next?
team.
after
Who's
the
next?
pay-per-view cut.
Madonna.
They're talking about Maidana again,
Yeah.
which I don't want to see. I don't want to see him beat up Manny either, because he's gonna beat up Manny.
Oh, come on.
Honestly, man, I
Talk
think
crazy.
I think
Bradley.
Floyd could go ahead and
Bradley.
just walk out. Just
Floyd versus Adrian Broner.
He's-
I'll watch
he's
it.
too
I
big of a
want to
draw to walk
see.
away.
I want to see Mayweather, Buster Douglas.
I want to see.
Boom.
I want to see Mayweather versus Ronda
remember
Rousey.
Buster?
I remember Buster
Ronda
Douglas.
Rousey. There you go. You guys are some clowns, man. You guys got anything else you wanted to add before you get out of here?
Keep a kielbasa.
Hey, baby cakes.
All right,
Who's
gentlemen.
Baby Cakes?
My wife, man.
Hey, Baby Cakes.
Hold on, he just said his baby cakes is his wife, and you can't call out baby cakes
Oh,
now.
my fault. Hey, Baby Buns. I don't know who this. I don't know, man. I'm not good at this.
You said earlier you were
Shout
gonna.
out. What?
Nothing. Go ahead. All right, gentlemen. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on the Average Joes this morning. You did a great job, especially in the lightning round. I'm very impressed with you guys. And folks, remember, every Friday at 9 o'clock we have the Average Joe Sports Show, so make sure you tune in to Eagle 810 AFN Tokyo Radio right here. Hey, I got your weather, your yen rate, and all that good stuff coming up here in a moment.
Here's your weather.
All right, let's take a look outside of our Eagle 810 studio. It's currently 77 degrees. Today you can expect sunny skies, with today's highs rising to the upper 70s. Tonight, clear skies. Tonight's lows are going to drop down to the lower 50s. And tomorrow, partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow's highs are going to be in the lower 70s, with tomorrow's lows in the lower 50s. Taking a look ahead at Sunday, we got sunny skies, with Sunday's highs being in the mid-70s and Sunday's lows in the mid-50s. Today's exchange rate is a good one. It's 100 yen to the US dollar, courtesy of Community Bank. So basically, this weekend, since it's all nice and sunny outside, beautiful weather, there's no excuse for you to be stuck indoors. You need to get out, travel, enjoy yourselves while you're out here in Japan. It's a great weekend for all of that. 9:52 now. I want to go ahead and get back into the music, taking it back a little bit. Here's Outkast with Miss Jackson. 9:56, time to wrap up the morning cruise control. Thank you for tuning in with me, Senior Airman Kellen Carr. Hey, tonight, make sure you check out Eric Benet, R&B and neo-soul singer-songwriter who received 4 Grammy nominations, going to be performing at Yokota's Enlisted Club at 9 o'clock. And also, Camp Zama. Check out Community Night. They're playing Name That Tune. And if you're around Yokosuka, go do TGIF at USO Yokosuka. Have a great weekend. Take care. And be safe out there. Guard your pockets, people. I'll leave you now with AWOL Nation. Sail.